Alright, I'm back. Anyway, hello YouTube. Gonna do the finale of Citizen Sleeper. Oh yeah. I do remember I'm really enjoyed doing those indie game or indie creator, indie developer initiative, right? And then that got taken over by Unity, I think. And then they had that whole hullabaloo about Epic Games being Chinese owned or something. Anyways, continuing with Citizen Sleeper, we are a ghost copy of a memory in an android who ran off from a warehouse worker to live on a satellite ship. And we kind of got trying to escape our proprietors. One second. I gotta move my head out of the way. Yes, succulent Chinese meal. What else happened? Well, we got a bounty hunter who kind of was a failure. So we got John Wick on our behind. We were working on a big yellow ship with our friend and his daughter, but they didn't want us on the yellow ship, so we kind of hacked our way onto the guest list, and now we are on the other side, on the greenhouse kind of level section of the satellite. And we're trying to get our tracker removed, right? That's a big thing. Now I remember. It's been a bit. It's been a fortnight, one could say. Aviary? What is this? Yeah. Last time on Citizen Sleeper. And so the story continues. Okay, looks like our mental condition's almost full. We got like 2 points off of perfect. And our hunger level's pretty nice. So this is my primary objective right now. Disable your tracker. Bang has said he will disable your SNR tracker. If we can get to the bottom of the mystery first. Huh. And before I move on, let me locate Thing. He's our engineer who's supposed to work on our tracker. I think he had a timer here somewhere. Even Agent Crisis, the building is chaotic. Most of it is in total lockdown. No one will give you a straight answer. Okay, I think this is the only one with the yellow indicator, so I'm gonna assume we got 2 days to burn. We'll try to not get into any trouble. Smiley face. Wait a minute. Okay, we got extra Celis data that I could get. $83 from this. That's pretty nice. When does this show up? Not sure if you're gonna need. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to change categories. 1 second. Okay, the game's not giving me a straight answer on what the ETA on Feng is, but it looks like Feng's home has a counter for 2 days, 2 cycles. Right here, 2 cycles. So I'm gonna try to figure out what we're gonna spend those 2 cycles on. Okay, what is Celis again? Is that the ship company that we made the big ship for? We could build a home, but I'm pretty sure Mr. Wick's gonna track us down no matter what. There's a derelict unit in the low end that we could refurnish. Disable tracker, we gotta wait for Fang, we could enter the Greenway. It says the networks and the systems of the Greenway have been cut off since the collapse. What could be going within them? Or we could escape on the side wheel, which is what we're planning to do. The Sidereal Horizon, the big ship we built with wait a minute. Is this part of the mission? And then the ambergris is some person named Ankita and her crew's ship. That was from the beginner section of the ship, so I'm not sure if this is really necessary. Then we have Eason's protection. Eason's the Blade Runner who was trying to collect a bounty on us. And he's kind of out of a job. So he's working to pay off his debt, drinking debt. So we gotta help that out if you wanna get his protection from John Wick. And the flotilla aid for Esh and Piki, Expeke. I think that's like DLC. And then Memphis. Memphis is some chef working at the mushroom noodle shop. And this is like the beginning quest, so I'm not sure if you want to open this box of Pandora. And then Bliss was a HVAC technician. Wanted some angel investor to start up her company. And then Rico was the botanist lady working with the mushrooms. And then Robaya the Yaragan mafia lady. And you said to stay out of the mob's business, in your opinion. But they gave me some nice food. Yes, I may have low working memory, but I do have pretty nice recall. Memory recall, I guess you could say. Like an elephant. Hyraxes are related to elephants. That's why they have those little toofies. Alright, so this is the hub of the satellite, Berlin's Eye. And this right here is the Sidereal Horizon, the big old ship we are gonna elope on. Nope. Looks like we got like 6 cycles to go. But like you do make some sense. Most of these storylines haven't even started. But the Yaragan storyline involving the corpo doctor who worked in the back alley clinic might have something to do with it. I guess that's the only storyline that we might have time for, realistically speaking. Now that we got a course set, let me take a nap. Oh, baby, a triple. Yes, the Ripper Dogs. Well, since I am kind of hungry, let's use our number 6 dice. Just to get this Yatagan storyline moving along. I'm gonna save the number 6 for now. Number 1 dice becomes number 3 because of our proficiency. It should be fine either way. And we are an insider now. Rapaya's back. I had to meet Rabaya at the office. What? Can we meet in a bear shadow unit? Damn girl, you live like this. Okay, 2 low stools and a terminal in a corner. And a heavy punching bag. And a stack of weights. You can tell a lot from how a person lives. I've got SSI, prosthetic, and a cradle near the terminal. Like a Winter Soldier arm. A web of colored wires running to it. Updates, she says, noticing you, looking where her artificial arm usually is. Nothing to worry yourself with. Okay, with this character, we were kind of reticent, a bit shy. But you know, she's working for the mafia, hunting down our good doctor. Wait. Alright. Sorry, hi. Don't be, I'm sure you've been on the receiving end of more invasive stares than I have. We both settle on the stools, Rabaya crossing her legs on top and sitting straight back. Tia told me you have been doing the rounds, collecting tithe stuff, patrolling the ward, she smiled. Some other enforcers are impressed, and I heard you handled the difficult circumstances. Nicely done. Wait a minute, I didn't know we were doing Akusa work. I thought we were just getting a bowl. A plate at the potluck. Like, I didn't know we were shaking down the low ends, the populace. She raises an eyebrow. See what for yourself? Yeah, Rabaya was trying to market the mafia as like a good family of sorts, like a government filling the vacuum after the fall of the Central Corporation. Like the people's militia or something. Yeah, I guess you were trying to size up the organization. Let's go for a bit personal. Let's go a bit personal. See if I can trust you. I see, Rabaya flexes her neck side to side. Crack, crack. And the conclusion? I don't know, we didn't get any information. Like, it's not like we got any more intel from doing those quests. We might be an insider. But we don't have any conclusive evidence. Alright, we do know that the higher-ups are spying on their Yaragan agents themselves using spyware. Still deciding. Well, sleeper, Rabaya says teasingly. Okay. Please keep us updated on any progress. She smiles a thin smile. Joking aside, I know that for you, life on the eye has been a struggle. But I hope that we can do something about that from here onwards. Though some of our members may not see it this way, I know you too are a refugee. That's why you have come to us. Ah, there she is. Enough, Rabaya. I'm tired of listening to your affected nobility. Okay, our Dr. Sabine's got a baton. Armed and dangerous. I suppose this was an ambush. Okay, she's, not flinching. Okay, like, do you want to take sides? The good doctor or the, seemingly noble Rabaya, a lieutenant, convinced of her self-righteousness? Right then. Okay, I guess, he'd say yes, this was an ambush. Play on along with the doctor then. Rabaya smiles as Sabine moves closer with sudden intent. Sabine reaches Rabaya as she rises and whips the button around with her throat. Both freeze. Sabine's a bit shaken and Rabaya is fixed in place in front of it. Okay, you wanna de-escalate or let him play it out? Okay, stop. Why should I? Sabine says. Now I can finally show her she does not hold power over both of us. Your debt is with Yannick, Rabaya stutters. Don't be a fool. This crusade will be your end. Sabine greets her teeth. Dear teeth. But slowly and deliberately, they de-escalate. Sabine drops her arm to their side, but does not turn the baton off. Okay, Rabaya is kind of loyal to the Yaragon as an organization, and she doesn't seem to be convincible with our stories. And Sabine's trying to escape from the mafia. I guess she's kind of struggling, seeing as how she's still stuck here. I mean, the only card we have to play is the fact that the higher-ups are spying on them. I guess we should try to work it out then, I guess. Yeah. Now what seems like a good option? Now what? Yep, Rabaya still not willing to be convinced, and she says, "Speak." She folds her arms and waits to be convinced. Oh, nice. Yeah, Yannick is a traitor. Rabaya immediately flinches, her eyes going over to her prosthetics. More eager to prove Sabine wrong, at least for now. Then I came here from SNR. Oh, she is from SNR. It was Yannick who was one of the first to support me, to look after me. I was afraid and naive. Deeper. They take a breath. I know that I should have told you I worked for SNR. Well, we worked for SNR too, but oh well. But I thought you would abandon me. And you are my final friend. Aww, how nice. What you should know is that I felt SNR and left SNR because I was running for my life. I leaked documents from the sleeper program on the illegal and immoral practices they relied on the presses. SNR wanted me dead. I fled as far as I could. To refugee. To this refuge at the edge of the surrogate systems. Rabaya wants to know the point, the bottom line. It is true, they glance at you and then away, ashamed. But it is Yannick, not me, who is in the pocket of SNR. Oh, that's how Yannick got us our nice stabilizers for cheap. He made some kind of deal to keep me here, to tie me up in debt, lock me away in exchange. Get to the bloody point. For those Sabine points, as in the prosthetic arms. Okay, so Yaragon's Yannick is making Sabine's life hell for prosthetics. so we got SNR technology and their guinea pigs and sending data back to the makers. You know, I always disagree on those send crash data to the developers. I'm pretty sure those still send data back. Via fixed expression has started to fade. Yeah, you know, like those prosthetics and implants users, and they're left out to dry because they're not getting any more maintenance or service updates, and they become abandonware. Truly cyberpunk. Like that one Miku, like the one guy who got married to Miku dolls, the Miku hologram. Sabine produces a slate. It's all year, thousands of hours of usage data. Failure rates, error dumps. Untested experimental implants. They could fail, causing failures across a person's body. And they have. I have tried to fix hundreds of failures in my time here in the clinic. Not all of them make it. Rabia closes her eyes and breathes in. Opens again. Show me, he says. Much later, then you leave. When you leave, Sabine is still talking through the manifest and usage data. Okay, Sabine gives us a glance of regret and gratitude. Alright, we got an upgrade point. Well, that's the story for now. Wait. What happens later? We got 3 more days to the next whatever is gonna happen. Rabbi and Sabine have been holed up in their office for now. What are they planning? Okay, Fang's Bay is 1 of 2 days away. Oh, never mind. This section is unavailable. I thought it was too good to be true. So, I guess we got 2 number 6 dice. So the strat was to use caster's table. Hey, where's caster table? There it is. Oh, drats. The caster guy, the board game champion, ditched us on fishing, so I can't do the strat of trading in my data sets for money. Or I could just use my number 6 dice on gotcha. That doesn't seem particularly profitable. Ring. What was that about? Yeah, I guess they don't want me to, like, use gambling to game the system. I am still gonna need my stabilizer to keep my mental intact, which is $80. I got $38 right now. Let me look at the to-do list. Okay, we may be an engineer, but we're not much of a work hand. We're not good with endurance work of the farmland. Which is why I'm kind of hesitant to do the mushroom quests. Yeah, some labor to put some hair on your chests. Unfortunately. I'm just not cut off for this. My fragile femboy body. uh, um... Oh, pardon me for being unchristly. Oh man, taking out the trash for spring cleaning. Yeah. Our parents just are the worst hoarders. Yeah, to take out some outdoor wooden patio furniture. And that was just a headache. Maybe when you're trying to lift the legs, if the center of gravity is too far from your body, it's just bad on your back. Like it was supposed to be cyanide treated wood planks, so the garbage truck wouldn't collect it, so I had to drive it all the way to like the dumps. Yeah. The special dumps. The facilities. Right, they're called the pressure washed wood. Using cyanides for some reason. And if you don't store it, dispose of it in the designated area, your cyanide leaches out into the groundwater or something. pressure treated wood, I misspoke. Whoops. Yes, the cyanide that's in the apple seeds. Okay, I really don't know what to do with my number six dices, so I'm gonna just get some money so I can afford my medicine. No, the cyanide is still in the pressure treated lumber. Or at least something related to cyanide. Like, that's just it. You know, maybe I should have just used it on the endurance-related farming actions. But still, keeping my health up is important. Need my meds. I think it's time to decide on allocating my proficiency points. Huh. You want to just specialize in interface, just so we can be better hackers? That'll be 3 points. We got 4 upgrade points. Yeah, I guess so. we have #1 dice. I don't feel like using it. So we do the redo skill special ability. We got a #1 dice. Oh, that's just great. I'm gonna use this #1 dice to do the spores. Yeah. The risk is not very risky. Okay, not half bad. We got some spores. And we can use the spores for... I'm not sure. What are they for again? Wait a minute, what were the spores for? Whoops, I don't think that was a very, that might have been a misplay. But anyway, let's take a nap, sleep it off. Let me go get my tracker removed, finally. Hello, Fang. Fang's smiling at the door. Hey, we got people here. Alright, because we tried to expose the big corporal man's drama. Mr. Horden. And Fang's happy about it. That was the slickest operation this station has ever seen. You made my job easy. I'm proud. And hey, we got a bit of a insurrection going. Oh, one of the security guards whacked Hardin with their pistol. It was beautiful. Hardin, that was the name. So, okay, I gotta ask if they have him. Okay, Fang, what are they gonna do with the CEO? I mean, it's obvious they have him. I'm not sure anyone knows, but he is cooperating and is scaring off Conway. Alright, the CEO Hardin was trying to do some unleash some chaos using some robots. We kind of blocked that, apparently. Maybe they'll exile him when they are done or hand him over to the core authority. Now he won't be an issue. Okay, and Fang's gonna do his actual job of being the systems engineer. He points to the ceiling. The higher ups were not very happy. And people are scared. Wait, what is true? Wait, I don't understand the question. My reading comprehension went out the window. Okay, what's true thing? Not if you don't want it to be. Truth is what I make it. The eye's old, never meant to be run like this. Master control. Okay, anyway. The internals are weird, I guess. It's, too jerry-rigged. Okay, Fang and the others are gonna work on it. Oh, the hardware of the station is gonna need some upkeep, I guess. And Hardin didn't believe in them, so, he wanted it overhauled, I guess. But as far as I'm concerned, people should be the ones running the systems, not the other way around. Anyway, let's get to the point. My tracker, finally. He pops out a thumb drive. It's a modified rubber worm to deactivate that tracker of yours. Transmits about the state of your body, your current condition. Okay, it's gonna send out a first signal. And it's gonna tell SNR, our parent company, that their property, aka our body, is destroyed beyond repair. That's perfect. I guess that's a good answer. Just saw it already. You take the drive and hold it in your hand. Open my access port. Okay, take down our defenses. Well, this is kind of ominous. something happened. The screens flashed. More immediately enters my system. Okay, something happened. System upgraded, rebooting. How do you feel? A little nervously. Well, no, I hope everything went right. Yay, freedom, finally. Quest is over. Oh, you are free, sleeper. That's on my shoulder. Finally, time for celebration. Anna still owes us those drinks. We laugh. Ha 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 ha. You feel deeply thankful to have such a friend. Okay, we take a good look at our eye, the eye station, the hub of the eye, the rims beyond it. Twinkling lights. Breathtakingly beautiful. In that moment, feels like something eternal. Never change, fade, or decay. In this moment, this place has a future. One that you know deeply and truly is worth protecting. Oh, nice. John Wick is no longer chasing us. Just as planned. Oh yeah, speaking of coming back, I haven't seen John Wick 3 yet, but he's gotta come get another movie, right? Baba Yaga never dies. Okay, so Eason, our bounty hunter, is gonna do something. The compressor bar. The bartender greets us nicely. With our tracker reporting us dead, he would not have stuck around. Okay, Eason also thinks that we are dead because he edited our tracker signal. Did Eason think we were another target or something else? And it seems Eason has fled the station. And you look back, thinking of the nightmare, the memories, or the trauma it holds. And I allow myself a smile. So this is what Feg meant when he said you were free. You could get used to this. And that is kind of weird. I doubt Eason was supposed to be paying off his bar debt. Why did he stick around when Maywick wasn't gonna come for our little behinds? What was his ulterior motive? Before I do anything, let me get my meds. Secure my meds real quick. Then I can use my number 5 and number 6 dice for something else. I'm gonna try to get this refuge thing going, if that works out. I am kind of hungry now. Yes, I do be farming KWs. What is this? Okay, I only got a number 1 dice. Commune members are expected to turn up for work. I got number 1 dice, -1 proficiency, so it will fail, but I will get my food. All that matters is that you turn up for work. Yay, energy. We're doing the bare minimum. And to sleep. Okay, it's a new day. Let me check if Fang's got any silliness up front. Afoot. No, it looks like Fang's closed up shop. The Dr. Mafia line has one more day to go. I'm gonna try to see what this is all about before I hop on that big ship. It's like my retirement stage. I'm free to do whatever I want. Quite a vibe. It's gonna germinate in 4 days. Oh man, it's way too much time to waste. Well, the thing is, this whole section of the station got wrecked by the collapse, apparently. The only thing surviving were the mushroom and the cybernetic plants. To be honest, I'm just killing time. I just need to make sure I stay in good condition. So I'm gonna get myself some lunch money by gambling. And then show up at the commune for my soup kitchen. Good food. Thank you for feeding me. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Number 5 dice. Nice. Okay, Sabine and Rabias doing something. Super, what good timing, Rabias calls you. And we hear Sabine's voice, and we are being introduced to Yannick, the head of the Yatagon. Okay. That's what I had in mind. Purr, he nods. And hear good things about from Randy, Rabbi. He smiles. Uneasy smiles. Okay, what's your first impression for Yannick? Good to meet you, Yannick. Likewise, likewise. He waves a ring finger. Oh, Robbie, where were we? Actually, Rabbi places his hand on your shoulder. A sleeper was what I wanted to talk to you about. Well, okay then. Yannick turns, looks his hand into his pockets. Go on. I'd like to recommend them to your ward. We are a capable ally. I hear the main block is proving more difficult. That's a mess, Robbie. I can't use him, he suddenly decides. Wait a minute, is this Sabine in some kind of a disguise? Is this a prank? Rabia smiles. Good to hear. I can immediately. Yanni cuts her off before he said, 1 second, he steps on a surprisingly nice across the street. You eager to work, sleeper? Okay, I'm pretty sure this is some kind of a prank. Sabine and Rabia's playing on us. I think they're testing our loyalty. What kind of work? Well, her question, yawning, lowers his head and raises it again. Nothing new for you, he answers, not quite looking at you. You don't follow what is he saying? That concludes it. Yannick wait, what? Saber, you can come work in the ward anytime you like. And I'm confused. Good, I know you'll be happy with their work, Jan. Sure, Robbie. No, please. Let us old friends get back to it. Leaving you standing alone, they go away. And I'm confused, so I leave. I mean, the foreshadowing is that we hear Savine's voice at the beginning of this encounter. What are they scheming? What are they cooking up? Okay, finally. This is what we unlocked. Patrol the block. The massive block is centered to the low end is made up of layers and layers of units. Patrolling this vertical city is a challenge. And to do this job well, I'm gonna engage. I guess we can use our points on the engage thing. Might as well. Yeah, very mysterious. Let me get some grub. I mean, I don't have anything better to do. Do you think we should pick some mushrooms or try to do our gig in the mafia? I mean, hopefully we can just skedaddle on the ship in like 2 days. Sure, sounds like a plan. Let's pretend we're tough guys. Yeah. But yeah, you know, since we kind of overthrew Harden, just in case our plan with the big ship doesn't work out, I guess we could just cozy up to the big boss, right? Our backup plan. Time to go night night. And one more day on the big old ship. Okay. I'm gonna use my number 6 die to ensure we get this thing filled up and see what happens. Okay, we encounter something funny, I guess. A small recorder. Or what? Oh, okay. I guess. Okay, this is Sabine, the doctor's calling card. A tape recorder with a tag called Sleeper on it. Rabbi says sorry. Sabine's voice sparks up. She says she didn't have time to brief you before setting off with the old man. Oh, that was the real old man. I'm sure you got the play by now. Earn his trust, work the block. Then we need you to get into his office. Oh, so that's the plan. That's kind of brute force. I thought it'd be more subterfuge than that. Wait, it's risky, but obviously you're the only one of us that he doesn't already know. So we're gonna locate our rat, the liaison to SNARP and Yadagon. Rabaya says be careful. The data suggests there's some relay processing their implant data and sending it to SNARP. But we can't lock down his position. Anyways, moving. Wait. Maybe you can find some details on this office. In this office, we're gonna infiltrate. And we're gonna end this little Yadagon SNARP cooperation. Good luck, Sleeper. I'm sorry. 2. Be safe. Beep. Okay, so this is Yannick's office. Okay, this is a dangerous operation. For apparently I get the relay either way. No consequences. Well, that's kind of fishy. I'm gonna just use my number 5 dice just in case something silly happens. Okay, we disabled the shock trap on the drawer. We disarm it deftly. All clear. Got an implant cradle. Wait, what? Why is there an implant cradle so carefully guarded? Oh, Yannick had an implant, small plate on the side of his head. You assumed it was for hearing or vision. His strange movements, his speech. Imprinted on the frame of the implant cradle, engraved is proprietary technology of SNR. Okay. Yannick himself is the relay. A human relay station for data. Network to every single implanted enforcers in the low end. Oh, okay. I guess that's kind of smart. Is Yannick given in control or is SNR taking control of Yannick himself? A puppet with cut strings. Time to cut Yannick's strings then. A remote connection, a tiny bead of a transmitter, likely controlling the link to SNR. There it is. Squeeze it, crumple it. Okay. Oh, nice hardware. And now we're ready to make an exit from Yannick's office. Then out onto the walkway where Yannick lies still. The enforcers gather around him, bemused. Oh, we actually, severing the relay actually just folded Yannick like a folding chair. And we got the Yakuza confused why their boss is on the ground. You think we should run for it? Oh, you wanna... Okay, you wanna snoop around? Okay, sure. You push through the crowd and there he is, still crumpled. Okay, we arrange him. Let him down properly. I thought he's just a puppet of SNR. Puppet of SNR. Nothing remains but his corpse. Yannick, the man, was gone a long time. Wow. I guess we're kind of sorry for him. I guess we didn't kill him. He was killed long before we got here. Whatever Yannick was or had been is gone. We're angry. And we're angry towards SNR. Aftermath happens in 4 days. We got some rumors of Yannick's death. Waiting for Rabaya to get in touch. Oh, all in a day's work. Let me get some grub. Let me re-roll my number 2 dice for something better. Oh, that's not very good. I'm gonna try to make some scratch using my number 2 dice. Nah, that's not good enough. I'll just spend them on mushrooms. Okay, let me try. Jeez, that's gonna give me some mental damage if I fail. Okay, fine, let me work the stacks. Some farm stacks from the old station have survived. Let's do some farm work. For some change. Probably not the best. But anyway, I'm gonna take my meds and go to sleep. Before I do that, let me take a break. Because next cycle, we're gonna go on our big old ship. Or fail miserably. Set up those commands if I don't really know how to set up a command. Alright, I'm back. Let's get ourselves an ending. Wait a minute. I gotta do the Hyrex now. Wait a minute. Let me get the pitch right. Uh, do re mi fa sol la si no wait. I cannot imitate their awawas. Awawa. 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 Okay, that's... Anyway, that was my attempt at asserting dominance. Alright, Lemon Mina's trip out of here. No, they didn't look happy. Here we spot Lemon Mina waiting at the cordon, where Scylla security are checking the crew. But those that managed to get up to the cove are crowded near the entrance just to stare longingly at their ticket out of here, which they didn't get. Oh, we gotta say hi to our friends. How you doing, Lem? Sleeper, we are here. Okay, they packed up. I guess we should say hi to Mina. Hi, Mina. Mina is vibrating with excitement. She seems strangely at home in microgravity, but then you remember that she has spent her whole life in space. Whereabout? I hand over their Celis ID. I have my own. Where did your friend even get this picture, Sleeper? Looks like my old Conway ID. Okay, Lem looks younger in the picture. Harder and clean cut. I spoke to the guard here. The security officer doing the orientation and role assignment. What do you think, Meanie? Am I too old to be an intern? Huh. my ID. You lift the film up to the light, and I see something strange. The face printed in the film is the one you recognize immediately. It is not you, at least. It is not how you look now. You squint at this ghost, confused as why you hadn't noticed earlier. A picture you remember being taken. Memory that you didn't know you had. You remember signing the forms. The walk to the sleeper tanks, the cold metal floor. You remember the SNR employee who helped you in. Her smile, clean and surgical. You freeze in place, thinking of the you that still sleeps somewhere in an SNR facility. It won't wake until you are recovered and disposed of. Now you are leaving. Will they ever wake you up? You know, I'm still kind of doubting this weird convoluted remote consciousness work technology. It's so weird and roundabout. So many fail points. Sleeper, lemon drops. These guys want us aboard. You all kick off and float over to them. Along the guardrails. Then presents his ID. They are armed with machine guns like called the Castor. They had a puncture mark from a bullet from our hand. I don't remember that. And apparently we healed. Or we repaired it. Seems to be your destiny to be someone else's tool. Yeah, we've been a tool this whole game to our friends and to our benefactors. Okay, Mina Lem goes through. And we are beckoned closer. So I guess this is our pivotal decision. We either wait and stay at this home we salvaged, or board this sussy looking spaceship and play Among Us. I'm pretty sure this is our make or break decision, probably. Because for some reason, our fixer gave us a weird picture. A picture that we'd taken when we were in SNR, which is very much fishy. I'm leaning towards wait. Given the information we know now, I also conclude we wait. You wait for a moment, you need to wait for a moment. This is all happening too fast, changing too much. So many questions and so many sussy things. Reconsider. Is this what I want? How am I gonna survive without our medication? I would have hoped we would have thought about this before we made this decision. Bard's kinda confused. Yeah, boarding might be good. It's just like the evil you know, the evil you don't know. Like we kind of have a support network, but on the ship, we're gonna have these two. I'm trying to remember what else. It's just that we're not being chased anymore. So we kind of lost motivation to escape. Wait a minute, can I make a save point? Alright, take your time. No problem. I'm just thinking about my options. Yeah. Well, I hope that works out for you. You don't need to tell me anything specific, don't worry. So, now I'm kind of changing my mind too. Because SNRP has already infiltrated our support network, quote unquote. Basically, our bounty hunter still has our location. SNRP still knows our whereabouts still. We don't know how deep it runs in this station called L&I. Basically, nowhere's safe for us. So I think we should be moving different. Boarding and flying away might be a good option. All right, let's fly off this big yellow spaceship. I'm pretty sure the author just wanted to throw us a curveball at the last minute, right? Just as a metaphor for delving into the unknown and taking a leap of faith. Anyway, we hand our ID over. The guard doesn't care because he's paid minimum wage. We're gonna go for a new life built from old things. You okay? Lam asks. You are so slow, robot, Mina teases. Just making sure. Lem nods, and you realize how much harder it must have been for him to cross that threshold. Mina struggles in his arms trying to get to you, and Lem relents, struggling with both the bag and his daughter. Mina tumbles through microgravity and grabs onto your clothes for purchase. Hurling herself into your arm, you'll proceed up to the walkway, or entrance to the docking bridge yawning right above you. Are we family, robot? Mina asks as you move, taking you by surprise. I guess so. Mina smiles and presses her head against your chest, pleased by your answer. Oh, so nice. You keep moving up into the docking bridge there along the thin glass wall connector. All the time, Mina clutching onto you. The lack of gravity means you can't feel her weight. Only the grip of her small hands on your clothes. You both stare wide-eyed at this vast ball of the side of the horizon and try to think of this huge machine as a home. Later, when you settle in your bunk, after Mina is finished running back and forth between you and Lem, with her endless and infectious excitement, you find yourself looking at the ID film once more. Somehow, since the last time you looked at it, the image seems to have changed. It's a still picture of the old you, the person that signed up to have their consciousness copied and placed into the ownership of the arm. But something else has crafted the image, an underlying sense of self-identification. This is also a picture of you now. Now I can imagine that human identity, human face, kind of like overlaying on top of the android face. The you that survived the eye, that made friends here, that found a way out, escaped against all odds. The other you might never wake up, he might never live again, but so be it. They co-signed you to a doomed life for their own gain. Their life is yours now. You will live it better than they ever could. Oh, that's a bit harsh on your past self, but oh well. You gotta let go, I guess. You lie back on your bunk as the thrust of the side wheel's fast engines kick in, rumbling. It will be there when you watch Mina grow, when you dream of the planet at the end of the journey. It will stay with you when your body starts to fail, despite the best attempts of living Mina. As the years stack up and it exceeds its safe operating period by a decade, it will be the thing you wake up to in those rare moments of consciousness between which Mina will keep you in a frozen state in the hope of preserving you until your destination is reached. It will still be there when Mina wakes you, tears in her eyes to tell you of Lem's inevitable death. And it will not relent despite your desire for a moment of silence. Well, now we're just looking too much into the future, getting ourselves anxious. And that'll be the final thing you hear, in the hopes of reaching the final destination as you are put in sleeper mode. Unintended. But for now, in this moment of departure, it is still a new sound, a new feeling, and because of this, it's filling us with promise of the future. We settle down, and we sleep in a perfect dreamless sleep. The most peaceful that you can ever remember. Yay, an ending. Written and designed by Gareth Damian Martin. Character art by Guillaume Sigalin. Wait a minute. If SNR thinks we're dead, wouldn't they just kill our old body and cut our transmission? That's a gaping plot hole. I mean, they're a corporation. What they're gonna cut their losses, save on costs. How's that gonna work? Oh, I guess I could just continue at day 44. I mean 40. But I'm not much of a completionist or an achievement hunter. So I think I'm gonna call it a stream here. I think that was a pretty optimistic ending, though. Even though things are left unexplained. Yay! My first complete playthrough of a new game. Oh, have a nice rest, like. Alright, boys, remember to, moisturize and hydrate. I forget what kind of emotes I enabled, but I think that's it. Alright, maybe I'll come back with more Death Stranding. Alright, bye bye, good night.